There's this thing going around social media called the Great Lock-in, where like from September to December, guys are tapped into making a year's worth of progress within 4 months. Like you want to get your redemption arc, you want to, fulfill your goals before the years, and you really genuinely want to lock in because hey, the first couple of few months here you did something but you fell off, and then summer came in, then you got off track and you had fun with your friends, but now you want to get back into the zone. You want to achieve everything that you set out to do. Like you want to achieve your goals, right? Then the advice that I'm going to give you in this video is not going to be, the normal type of advice. It's not going to be like, oh, implement meditation and do all these things and, have a routine or all of these things. Like, nah, bro, I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to give you the stuff that you've heard before. We're going to get metaphysical. We're going to get spiritual. And if you're not that guy who's into that stuff, you can move on. The people who are locked in will stay, and the people who want to achieve everything that they want will stay, because you have probably seen people on social media blow up in 3 months. You've probably seen that classmate who barely studies get all A stars. You've probably seen that person who barely works hard in your company or business or your workplace get that promotion more, like even though on a real spectrum he doesn't work harder than you. And so what's going on? What's going on behind the scenes? What are they doing that you're not doing? And is this fundamental understanding of the universe, of God? Because all of our lives we've been told to work harder so you can achieve your goals, implement this tactic to gain these things, but then it hasn't really worked for you, has it? Like I remember periods of my life where I'd be doing everything right. I remember, right, like studying for 3 months, 4 months, sleeping at 10 o'clock in the evening, waking up at 4 to study, to prepare for my exams, and still ultimately failing. Like, dude, I was doing everything right. I was doing the question papers, consulting my teachers, writing the notes, watching the YouTube videos, doing everything. But I still failed. Why? Why did I fail? Why didn't I get the things that I worked hard for? And it was because I didn't understand that I was working from a place of neediness, from a place of lack. Because let me tell you one thing about life, or like this thing you've noticed about life, right? Whenever you're looking for something, let's say it's a sock. Let's say you're looking for a sock, right? You're trying to look for the sock, you can't find it. You searched everywhere, you ripped apart your bedroom, and you can't find the sock. And the moment you let go and say, you know what? I don't want it anymore. It will show up when it shows up. Boom, it shows up. The exact thing that you wanted shows up because you transferred yourself from a state of neediness to non-neediness. Like this example can be extrapolated to anything that you want in life. When you want that girl, my friend, if you come off as a needy, hungry gent, she will never want you. But if you come off like, oh yeah, she's just a girl, let's get to know each other, friends, first type shit, she's gonna want you. She's gonna want to be your girl, right? Have you seen this even with the guy in your class? Like example of the classroom situation, the guy who usually passes doesn't care. It's like, oh man, it's hard, I don't know, I didn't even study. Then boom, he gets A stars. But then the guy who was stressing and doing all the weird fancy notes and reading and doing all the research failed. The guy who wanted those results badly didn't get it. The guy who wants the girl badly doesn't get her. And so when it comes to your goals, the more badly you want it, the less likely you're gonna get it. And I'm not saying that like you should be like, oh, I don't care about my goals. Like you should care about your goals, you should work towards your goals, but you should be fine without having them in your life. And this is coming from the YouTuber called Neuro Knowledge, right? You only get what you already have. You only get the goal when mentally speaking you already have her. You only get the grades when mentally speaking and spiritually speaking, when frequency speaking, right? You already have it. So it's about aligning yourself to your goals, dude. What would the guy with the A stars do? Right? In reality, what would he do? Would he be studying 10 hours a day? Or would he just trust in his own knowledge and go into the test? Like, yeah, sure, he would read a bit, freshen up his mind, but he would go into the exam knowing what to do. What would the guy who gets girls do? What would he do? Right? You wouldn't be stressing, texting at 24/7. You'd be like, you know what? I will just text her when I have the free time. I'll call her when I feel like it, I don't need to rush anything because what? Hey, she's not my girl yet. I don't know her stuff. I don't know her anything. Like, I'll text her when I want to talk to her. And then what? He ends up getting back in the goal. Like, dude, this can be extrapolated to anything. Whether you want that promotion, whether you want that car, whether you want that certain financial hit. If you mentally treat yourself that you already have it, you will end up having it in real life. Like, dude, act as the guy who already has the thing that you want. Act as the guy who has already achieved his goals in the great lock-in that he wants. Act like it. Like, literally, if your goal is to get a fit physique, you just ask yourself, what would the guy with a fit physique do? He would watch what he would eat, he would track his macros, he would go to the gym 4 or 3 times a week, he would sleep on time, he would push himself to failure, he would try his best to hit the gym and do everything possible to get fit. And then naturally your actions will align with your mindset and how you approach things. The same can be said to making money. What would the guy who would make 10K do? Create an amazing product, create videos about it, teach what he knows, make the sales funnel, find a payment processor that doesn't take much of his fees. He would do everything in his power to make money. He would define the things, he would do the actions that are aligned to him to making that 10K. If you're the guy who's looking for the promotion, you have to think, what would the guy with the promotion do? Like, who already has the position that I want, the higher raise, the higher position in the company, what would he already do? He'd work harder. He would work as if he had the 100,000 6-figure salary. He would, put in the early hours. He would get to know the people's names. He would also suggest new ideas and improve the company in different ways. And then, bam, your actions would be aligned to the way you think and the way you identify yourself as the person who already has the goal. So, my friend, one thing that you need to take when it comes to this great lock-in period that you want to put yourself in when you want to achieve your goals, don't work from a place of neediness. Don't work from a place of distance of you trying to reach your goal. Work from a place of where you, as an individual, have achieved the things that you did, and asking yourself, what can I do in order for me to actually reaffirm the identity that I want? What can I do as an individual who wants to run a half marathon? I would train my legs so that I don't get injured. I would train myself on weekends to go on long distance running. I would prioritize and find the carbs and the fuel that I need for me to push myself harder in those moments of where I want to give up. I would buy myself a smartwatch. I would get myself a good kit. I would get myself good shoes. Like, that's what a guy who would want to run a half marathon would do. So, my friend, before you even try to attempt your goals, think to yourself, what would the guy who has what I want in life do in that position? Like, what would he be doing? What does his day-to-day look like? Would he wake up earlier? Would he work on his tasks before everyone is up in the house? Would he work out before he goes to work? Would he read an article? Would he read a book? Like, what are the things that the person who already has the thing that you want do? What would he do? Like, ask yourself that question. Sit down with yourself, remove the distractions, meditate on it, and grab a piece of paper and write down what the things we're doing and follow those actions to the T, and see that by the end of this year, you wouldn't have made any progress to your goals. You would, my friend. You would generally make progress to your goals if you came from that perspective, rather than a person who's working tirelessly day and night like a damn donkey for them to actually achieve that goal. Like, dude, do not forget that if you want that thing, it's already within you. All you have to do is just decide to think it. Like it said in the book of Luke, that the kingdom of heaven is already within you, bro. Like, heaven has gold, has everything that is good and positive. Every goal that you want is already within you. It's just a mental decision to, like, wake up and take it upon yourself and decide that, like, yeah, I'm gonna work from the goal rather than from working away from the goal. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, goodbye, Kaizen.